so like I'm trying to think. How would you, if you're saying you're starting an, how would you even start like an album as like a, let's say, a young music producer, or kid that wants to make his own sound or do type of thing, make his own music?
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple different ways.
What's like
You
a
start with polar opposites. So
okay,
one way would be like you plan it out, and this is like not if you're just doing the hi hats and the clap in the computer and the auto tune. Like this is if you're like the Beatles and you're like playing these instruments and you know how to play these instruments.
okay,
You plan it out. Like you write the music, you figure out how to play each part, and you just like work on that for months, and then you like start. This is how historically albums like
okay,
would be recorded.
okay. I'm listening.
Then like you set it up and you have the studio rented and you just do all that work from a certain date. You already have the end date in mind and you just record all that material. Now when it comes to starting writing the album, I don't know. That's kind of just like
Let me ask about. I'm kind of curious about the distribution of the album. Like, how do you get it onto the platforms? Is it similar to like just getting a podcast? You just kind of put in your email and stuff, or do you have to pay to get it on
you
there?
do have to pay.
Yeah.
There are gatekeepers still.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gatekeepers are calling and they're
Yeah.
fucking asking for
I,
taxes.
yeah. So there is tolls to be able to express yourself, and one of my biggest worries with the way it is in modern times is that we're not doing a great job at documenting it. Um, before there were CDs and there was vinyls, you could hold them physically.
Mhm.
You couldn't. They last for a long time.
Yeah.
But God forbid something happens to the internet, or like
So
all this history could be lost.
did you ever think about burning? Do you burn your albums on CDs?
No, I don't. And like, look at me being a hypocrite. Like
Hypocrite.
I'm like, yeah, this is so important, and I still have all my music on my phone.
Oh,
You know what I
You
mean?
gotta get some vinyls, bro.
For sure. I mean,
That'd
I
be dope.
get a
That'd be
bunch
really
of
dope.
vinyls, but none of my own music.
That'd
But,
be dope.
one of my favorite ways is go to make music, like hip hop beats.
Mhm.
Is I go to the store and I get the vinyls from the $1 bin, and I just like get a
You
bunch.
just sample off them and stuff.
Yeah, like
That's
that.
so dope,
That's
bro.
one of my favorite.
That's
ways.
such a vibe, bro. That's dope. So that's how you try to get some creative energy, just like get different stuff, especially like maybe stuff that people would consider trash if it's in the $1 bin. You're like, we don't want to listen to that music or stuff, and you go in there and just play with it.
It is considered garbage if it's in the $1 bin
Yeah.
40 years after release. That was someone's garbage. And I love that idea. Of
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I can take anything here. This was someone's trash, and I can really make something pretty fresh out of it.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope. So what kind of do you have like a sound that you're trying on this specific album?
For sure. This album, I would say, like, it's just natural. Like,
Natural.
that's not overly intricate, not over mixed or mastered.